March Madness officially tipped off across the country in Division III basketball, and Ban Johnson Arena in Marietta, Ohio, was the host site for the NCAA first-round battle between the Thomas More Saints and Guilford College Quakers. Champions of the President's Athletic Conference, the Saints came marching into the tournament on an 11-game winning streak and boasting the top-scoring offense in the PAC, averaging almost 80 points per game. The antithesis to Thomas More's outstanding guard play and three-point shooting ability, Guilford has dwarfed opponents with a distinct size advantage, ranking 8th in the nation in rebounding margin and 3rd in the country in scoring defense, permitting a paltry 61 points per game. The Quakers enter the tournament as champions from the Old Dominion Athletic Conference and were making their first appearance in the NCAA tournament since 2010. In the first ever meeting between these two schools, Guilford wasted little time in asserting itself and raced out to an 11-0 lead in the first 3 minutes of the game. Following a timeout, Thomas More finally settled into the contest and cut the Quakers' lead to 16-13 with 12:22 remaining in the first half. Unfazed by the Saints' spurt, Guilford regained its double-digit advantage and stretched the lead to 14 points at 43-29 with just under 2 minutes to play in the half. Sophomore Carson Long, number 14, led the charge for the Quakers and scored all 11 of his points in the first half. Thomas More sophomore Ryan Callahan kept the Saints within striking distance with 14 points and 4 three-pointers, trimming the deficit to 43-34 by halftime. Callahan finished with a game-high 19 points.
Ryan in the first half kept us in it. I mean, and he's done that all year. Yeah, I mean, there's not a time. There's not a time when he has the basketball that myself and our staff and our bench, when he rises up to shoot it, it's like that's what we want him to do.
In the second half, Callahan and Ralph Stone brought the Saints to within 6 points of Guilford at 45-39, nearly 4 minutes into the half. However, the Quakers answered with a 12-0 run, and the end result was never in doubt, as Guilford claimed a wire-to-wire victory in the opening round of the NCAA tournament, 74-54. The 23rd-ranked Quakers advanced to face host Marietta in the second round. The Quakers had 4 players reach double figures in scoring, led by 6'5" freshman Kyler Gregory, who totaled 13 points. Dominique Henderson netted 12 points, and number 35 Alston Thompson totaled 10 points and 7 rebounds. For Thomas More, joining Callahan in double figures was Ralph Stone with 11 points and 6 rebounds. Despite the loss, the Thomas More Saints conclude the year with a 22-6 overall record and proud champions of the President's Athletic Conference.
Oh, it was amazing to be able to play with Sawyer Polley and to get him a ring. And you know, we the celebration in the PAC tournament, that was amazing.
You know, we were excited when we got the neutral site game, and you know, we felt like we could have come in here and been that team in the PAC that survived and advanced the first round. So that is ultimately the next goal for our program, and I think we got some pieces in place to be able to compete to do that.